Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Natalia Lee and I'm the author of the young adult novel Song of the Dryad, which is actually right back here. It released yesterday, Saturday, October 20th. It is officially out in the world, so if you haven't picked up a copy yet and you would like to, all the links are going to be in the description box below. Alright, so today I am doing the love-hate writing tag, and I am doing this tag with two of my good friends, Brooke Passmore and Mandy Lynn. So when you are done watching this video, make sure to check their videos out. They will be linked down below. So the idea of this tag today is that I'm going to share 3 things that I love about writing and 3 things that I hate about writing. And then at the end of the video, I'm going to be sharing with you the 3 dates that Mandy, Brooke, and I are going to be doing live streams during NaNowrimo. We typically only have 1 live stream a month, but because NaNowrimo is such a special time of year, we're going to be having 3 live streams, 1 on each of our channels. So at the end of the video, like I said, I'll be sharing the dates as well as the times of those live streams, and I'll also be tagging 3 of you to do this tag next. All right, without further ado, let's get started. Okay, so I have my loves and my hates here on my phone, and we're gonna go back and forth. So I'll start with 1 thing I love and then 1 thing I hate, and we'll just go from there. So the first thing that I absolutely love about writing is the alone time that it gives me. I am very much an introvert, very, very introverted. So I typically feel best and operate at my best when I have a lot of alone time. And writing gives me that. When I am like really deep into writing a new draft or editing, one of my pieces of work, I spend a lot of time alone. I have to spend time alone because that's the only way that my mind can focus on what it is that I'm doing. So by being a writer and a creator and having to spend time alone, it's almost like I'm taking care of myself in that way because I'm secluding myself from the outside world. Typically I write at home completely alone when Greg is gone at work during the day, and that works really well for me. If I do feel like I'm going a little bit stir crazy, I do enjoy going to the library, and I like being at the library because people don't usually talk to me at the library. It's like a quiet zone, so it works really well for me to just sit by a window with my laptop, maybe have my earbuds in, and I know that nobody is going to bother me or try to talk to me. So the alone time that writing allows me is absolutely fantastic, and I love it. All right, my first hate when it comes to writing, that is a strong word, hate. But my first hate when it comes to writing kind of goes along with the love of alone time, and that is that sometimes non-writers, whether those people are your family, your friends, random people that you know or meet, they don't understand or respect what is your writing time. And my family members are very good at this. I've talked to them a lot about it and about what my writing time means to me, but that hasn't always been the case. So it might be your experience that maybe your friends or your family don't understand that when you lock yourself away to write, they really truly need to respect your space. They need to respect your time while you're writing. Because writing isn't like an overnight career or, overnight you suddenly have like financial freedom and all this wealth. Like, it's not that type of job if you're trying to make it a job, which is something that I'm trying to do. So because I want to make a living writing books, I truly have to set aside time to treat writing like a job. And sometimes other people in your life don't understand why you're treating it that way when it might not be making you any money. Literally, it's just taking your time, taking your money to go to the coffee shop or drive to the library or buy Scrivener or whatever it is that you're doing, and they might not understand why you need all of that alone time with your project. Like I said before, my family is very supportive when it comes to my writing. They understand what it means to me, and they're very good at giving me my alone time and my space. But if you have, family or friends that don't really understand it or are really bad about just leaving you alone for a while, I do highly recommend that you just talk it out with them and communicate to them why it's so important that you have your time away. or why it's so important that you get, 30 minutes of quiet time to yourself in the mornings to drink your cup of coffee and hang out with your characters and work on your story. I've definitely found that just communicating with love and with patience to my family has really helped them to understand what writing means to me, and now they are absolutely wonderful about giving me all the space and time I need to do my best creative work. So the second thing that I absolutely love about writing is my ability to create new worlds and then to feel very safe in those worlds. I am somebody, and I don't know if this happens, with a lot of writers, but personally, I'm somebody that feels very uncomfortable in our world. I don't do well within the confines and structures of our society. I never have. I've struggled for a long time with it. I don't necessarily feel safe in our world. I don't feel part of this world. And there is this quote that I absolutely love. I can't remember who it's by. I'll probably put the name of the person that said this down below, but it's pretty much that writers feel unhoused in a sense. They don't feel at home in this world, and that's why we have to create worlds of our own. And that completely speaks to my heart, because I've always thought and have always said, this is not my world, that's how the quote goes, this is not our world. Although we move in it, we are not of it, and we are unhoused in a sense. And that is 100% the way that I feel. I exist in this world, but my mind longs to exist elsewhere, and that's one of the things that I love about writing, is that it provides that freedom to me. The second thing that I hate about writing is the years and years it can take to produce one book. Just one. Song of the Dryad back here took me 2 years, and that is quick for some people, it's slow for other people. It just depends on your own process. But it's not like, for example, Greg, my boyfriend, my amazing boyfriend whom I love very, very much. He likes to produce music, and he's very good at it. And he can produce a song in a relatively quick amount of time. Like, it doesn't take him too long to produce a really good song that he's proud of. And for us, that's not really the case. We might have to work for months and months or years and years just to get a rough draft down. And that's just the beginning of the whole process. And that's not even to mention the years and years and years it takes to traditionally publish a book, if that's what you want to do. Because I self-published Song of the Dryad, it got out pretty fast, 2 years. But if I had stuck with my plan to want to traditionally publish, this baby might not even be out until 2020 or 2021, and that's only one book that you've spent years of your life on. So the fact that you put all this hard work and energy into a product that takes years to show up on a bookshelf is really frustrating sometimes. The third thing that I love about writing is that writing allows me endless possibilities and the ability to explore my mind. I am very much somebody who is a deep thinker. I think a lot about myself, about other people, about the world that we're living in, and sometimes it's hard to express those feelings. And when I write, I am able to bring into existence all of these thoughts that I have swirling around in my mind, and then I'm able to share them with people in a cohesive way through storytelling. So I can honestly, I've had stories through brief glimpses out the car window. I got the idea for Song of the Dryad when I was on a hike with Greg, and we just paused on this little wooden bridge and I was looking around at the trees. When you can have an experience like that and then your mind unfolds with an entire world and stories that you can tell, it's amazing, because there's no end to the inspiration in the world around us. There's no end to the stories that we could tell. And I want to be exploring stories and living in different worlds and sharing those worlds with you for the rest of my life. And to finish this off, the third thing that I hate about writing is the constant self-doubt and struggle that comes not only with writing, but also any creative pursuit. Whether you're writing a screenplay, a novel, a book of poetry, whether you're directing a film, or you're painting a picture, or you're composing music, whatever it is that you're doing in the creative sphere, it's very easy to doubt yourself. It's easy to compare yourself to others. Creativity and creative work isn't like working in an office. It's not like pet sitting. These other things, they have a right way to do it and a wrong way to do it. There's a right way to put on a dog's harness and walk the dog. There's a right way to input data into a spreadsheet, and then there's the wrong way to do it. You know, those jobs, it's like, here's how you do it. You never have to question it. You never have to doubt yourself. You can type on a keyboard just fine and you can do the job, right? But with creative work, creativity is something that is such a struggle to not only like have inside you, but then also to show to others in like a pleasing way. And when I'm writing a story, I'm writing it for myself, but I'm also writing it for other people to experience and enjoy. So I want it to be done in the best way possible. You know, that's why I hired a cover designer and I hired an editor and I hired these people to help me. And that's hard because if you're doubting yourself all along the way and you're beating yourself up over it and wondering if you're any good at this, it can really hold you back from what you're trying to achieve. Self-doubt is something that we all struggle with. It's something that I continue to struggle with, but I'm learning different methods to cope with it. I'm learning different ways to push through it and to be proud of myself and my work despite all the learning that I still have to do. I learned so much with Song of the Dryad, and I know that I'm going to learn even more with this next book that I want to write, and the learning never stops. So I do hope that the self-doubt maybe eventually stops as I learn and learn and learn and become even more proud of myself and, you know, self-assured that what I'm doing is the right thing to be doing, that I'm doing it in the best way that I can. But I don't know because I'm not to that point yet. So that's definitely something that I hate about writing and just creativity, you know, creative pursuits in general, is the feeling and the questioning of, am I doing this right? Is this any good? Will I ever amount to anything, etc., etc. Okay, so those were the 3 things that I love and hate about writing. Now I'm going to go ahead and tag 3 of you. First person I'm tagging is Lainey over at gingerreadslainey. The second person I'm tagging is Bethany Atazadeh, and the third person I'm tagging is Annie North. Brooke and Mandy will also be tagging a few of you each, so if you didn't get tagged in this video, make sure to check out their videos because maybe you got tagged there. Alright, on to the live streams. I have these written down here. So, like I said, we're going to have 3. There's so many 3s. 3 things I love, 3 things I hate, 3 people I'm tagging, 3 live streams. 3 is a lucky number of mine, so I'm feeling very good about this. So the first live stream is going to be on my channel, and we're going to have this live stream on the very first day of NaNowrimo, November 1st, and that's going to be at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. My channel, November 1st, 6 p.m. Alright? The second live stream is going to be on November 11th. So we're kind of trying to spread these out throughout the month to help you at any part of the writing process that you might be going through. So the second one is going to be on November 11th, 11 a.m. Central Standard Time on Mandy's channel. So that is a Sunday, I believe. So we're going to do that live stream earlier in the day. And then the final live stream is going to be on the 30th of November, and that's going to be at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time on Brooke's channel. So I really do hope that you guys are able to join us for one or all of those live streams. I have definitely found that live streams, word sprints, and writing with other people helps me to stay focused on the task at hand. So while I'm live streaming with you guys, I'm not going to be on YouTube or on my phone or doing other things that are distracting me. I'm going to be writing. So I do think that these live streams are really going to help me stay on track, and I hope that they're going to be able to help you stay on track as well. I'm also thinking about doing a few extra live streams here and there throughout the month. I don't have those scheduled yet, but as soon as I do know the days and the times that I want to do those, I will be letting you know. So thank you guys so much for joining me today. I do hope you enjoyed this tag. If you want to, let me know down below 3 things that you love and you hate about writing, because there's a lot to love and there's a lot not to love. Okay, everybody, thank you so much for watching today. Thank you for your continued love and support. I truly appreciate it, and I'm going to see you guys in my next video. Stay spooky. Bye.